speak with you here tonight as we get started. I'm glad the college application guy left because you guys cannot judge me based on any sort of spelling or drawing that goes up on this board here tonight. So I had the opportunity earlier in the year to share a really special story with you guys and a friendship that I had with a close teammate of mine. And before we get into that, I want to get your guys' wheels turning a little bit. I'm going to ask you guys to participate. I may call on you guys, so I want us to interact and have some fun tonight. But to get those wheels turning, before we get started, I want you guys to think about last night. I know we're all, things are moving fast. We got school to worry about. What girl we gonna ask to the next dance? But every night, every day, you should always take a little bit of time for yourself, whether it's prayer, meditation, just some peace and quiet. But if you woke up this morning with the people and the things that you only took the time last night to be thankful for, who would you have woken up with today? No, not in your bed. But who would you have woken up and seen today? And what would be the items that you would have in your life? So I'm going to segue that into the friendship story. What friends would you guys have seen today had you only took the time to think and realize that they were in your life last night? So I shared with you guys the story that Joshua Banian and I had, and I never really got the chance to tell you guys how we met, how that friendship started, how that friendship was built. I was a freshman at Robert Morris University. Josh was a junior. Long story short, we played the same position. We were competing for a starting job. I came in as a freshman and actually started taking some reps from him. About day 3 or 4 of our summer camp, we had our conditioning test. Practiced all summer for the conditioning test, thought I was ready to go. Second 120-yard sprint into my conditioning test, cramp up. Legs give out. It's never happened to me before. I don't know what's going on. Have to sit out the test. I failed it. I was going to have to come back the next morning at 6 a.m. and rerun it. And as I'm going up to the training room to get my cramps checked out, I started cramping again. Fell down on the hill. Next thing I know, somebody's rubbing my legs. Well, it's Josh. Upperclassman, trying to take his position, steal reps from him, tells me, hey man, you're having a good camp, you all right? This happens to the best of us. So at that moment in time, Josh had done a nice deed, right? That's not what builds a friendship. You can be a nice person. Omar could drop his pencil, I could pick it up and hand it to him. But what a friendship is about, it's giving back and forth, okay? So that nice deed that Josh did, that just started the friendship. So next time I was in the cafeteria, I asked him to sit with me. Or maybe when my mom and dad came and visited me from Columbus, I said, hey, Josh, you want to come and grab dinner with us? That's the type of friendship, and that's how you build a friendship. It's a give and take relationship. Now I want to ask you guys, what are some of the components that you think it takes to make a good friendship? And I'll write some of these up here. Just yell them out. I'll start. The first one I'm going to write, what I mean by components is I think in friendship you should have trust. Right? What else do you guys think? Yep. Respect.
Loyalty. Reliability.
I heard loyalty, right? Reliability. Anything else? Okay. I'm going to put that as a
Good choice.
15 minutes, we'll be out of here.
Hey, Austin, did you graduate from college?
What was that in school?
It's a tough crowd, man. Yeah, I can't spell. I have 2 degrees.
Don't apply there.
If you guys open up, and I don't know, some of you guys have your books, but if you open up to pages 180 and 181, Coach Wooden talks about friendship. Just a little blurb. And he says that there's 3 components to friendship. 1, mutual esteem. I like to call that bonding, right? There's a bond. You guys are in it together. No matter what the common goal is, no matter what the end goal is, you're in it together. Number 2, which I think we had up there, respect. Right? And then number 3 was devotion, which is a fancy word, loyalty. Right? So So you guys are on track. I do want to ask you a question, though. You always hear about longtime friends, friendships that last forever. Sociologists have done studies, and in order for a friendship to have the opportunity to last for a lifetime, can anyone guess? Yell out a couple numbers. How many years does that take? How much time does it take to build a friendship that has an opportunity to last a lifetime? Anybody? Everybody else? First year?
1 day.
1 day? We got a nice variety. No, 7 years is what sociologists say. Now I'm going to have you guys turn around, but coaches back here, all these guys have been through high school, college, work. I want you guys to hold up, and if you don't have enough fingers, you're lying. How many of you have had friends in your life today that you call friends today, April 17th, I think, for longer than 16th, for longer than 7 years? I'm probably younger than most of these guys, and this is how many I have. How many friends? How many friends have you had
With 7 years?
over 7 years today?
Probably a couple.
So we got a nice variety. Some guys got 10, some got 2, some got 5.
You might consider them friends, but they don't like you.
There's a reason for this, though, guys. And what I'm trying to get to, it's not cut people out of your life. It's not that you can't find good friends, right? But we all have goals in life. We all have a path. We all have a road that we want to be on, right? And when we're on this road, we want to just keep going. We have a vision, right? There's people, there's temptations, people that are going to offer you temptations that are going to try and get you off this path. They're going to try and get you to take an exit. Whether they respect what you're doing, or quite frankly, they just want to do what they want to do and they don't care. An example of this, where you have to have respect in a mutual relationship, my 21st birthday fell on a Friday night. My best friend Josh passed away 2 nights after that. He couldn't come to my birthday party because he had an obligation with the Army at 6 a.m. on Saturday morning. He could have come out on Friday night and gone to that hungover, maybe slept through his alarm and completely missed it, and I could have pressured him to come to it. That was my 21st birthday. That was a big deal to me, but guess what? I respected the road that Josh was on, and I didn't ask him to get off that road. Because guess what, guys? Sometimes you never get back on it. And I know this is an extreme case, but we just saw it yesterday in the headlines. Aaron Hernandez, wrapped up with the wrong people that didn't see his vision, didn't see his talent, to make all that money, be an NFL superstar, impact other people's lives. He got off that road. Guess what, fellas? He's never getting back on it. Guy's younger than me. 24 years old. His life is over. Because he got off of this road. So another way that I like to look at friendship, we talk about giving and taking, right? I look at it as an emotional bank account. So how many of you guys in here having a bank account? Any of you guys got a bank account? Good.
We can get some loans today.
Yeah.
I don't have no money in my high school.
Any of the coaches got some investments they're looking for, investors?
Oh, no.
I know you don't have.
So there's two major components and 2 major actions we take with bank accounts. Can anyone guess those? What do you guys do? What do you guys do with your bank accounts?
Withdrawal.
Yep. And deposit. Smart group. Smart group. What's that?
Fill my gas tank.
Yes. But to fill your gas tank, you have to withdraw money, right? My friendship with you, your friendships among each other. You guys have your own emotional bank accounts, right? And if I'm friends with you, and all I do is come and withdraw from your account, you're going to overdraft, right? I'm using you. You're going to get off track. You're not going to stay the path, right? And if you do that to me, am I going to want to keep you around? Guys, friendships, it's a mutual benefit. It's a mutual respect. It's a common goal. And if somebody doesn't share that with you, it doesn't mean they're a bad person. And if you have to tell them, hey, this is the path I'm on, and this is the path I'm staying on, and they don't respect that, and they don't want to keep you on it, you don't keep them around. Doesn't mean you can't say hello to them. Doesn't mean you can't, catch up on a Friday night, maybe play a video game or something like that, but when it truly comes down to it, and you're in need, you need somebody that's going to be there for you. So in friendships, a lot of things that come out of those are feelings, right? Feelings. And if somebody does something bad to you, what's your initial reaction? Offensive? Pissed off? Anger, right? This is why relationships don't work. We simply don't do one thing, and it is so easy. It's so easy. We don't do this. We don't hit the pause button. I say something to you that's a little off, you're not happy, you react. You do something to me, so I got to do something back to you. Right? What's the end goal? You fire back like that. You don't hit pause. What's the end goal? And I'll tell you guys, this is hard as hell. Hard as hell. I'm still working on this. I can probably tell you 3 stories in the last week where I have failed here. I'm a go, go, go guy. I know what I want. I got a vision. And if something kind of tries to derail me, I don't always hit pause. Take the time to hit pause. And if it's someone you care about or it's a relationship you care about, take that extra 30 seconds before you fire a text back. Before you say, you pissed me off, so now I'm going to piss you off. Hit pause. What do you really want from that? And leading into that, I actually, a few weeks ago, how many of you guys followed Ohio State during their national championship run, right? Yep, which was awesome. Did anybody see Cardell Jones? Yeah. Or read the interviews? Yeah. Okay, did anyone see the bracelet that he wore? No one read the article on that? Cardell Jones wore a bracelet, and I actually got to work with the leadership coaches that provided him this bracelet and worked with the Ohio State team during this national championship. And he wore a bracelet and it said E plus R equals O. Okay? There's nothing that drives me more nuts in life than when people say, life isn't fair, life is tough, I'm getting dealt a bad hand, it's all a bunch of BS. Because life is as simple as this equation right here. Event plus response equals outcome. Okay? Event plus response equals outcome. And there's one thing in this entire equation that we as human beings have control over. Can anyone guess what that is? Yep. We have control over this. Good event, bad event, whatever it may be, hit pause. Hit pause, and how am I going to respond? Right? Hit pause, how am I going to respond? Feelings, guys, feelings, good, bad, negative. Something bad in your life happens, something great happens in your life. I get it, it's hard as human beings. Your mind, your attitude, it's a muscle, and you've got to work on this, just like you would in the weight room. But feelings are nothing more than a choice. It's all they are. You can come up and call me an idiot, and I can get mad about it, or I can laugh it off. And if I get mad about it, I'm saying that his opinion about me is more important than my opinion about me. Right? So feelings, guys, feelings are a choice. Also, you can control how you can make somebody else feel. Right? So if you're having a bad day, and you take that out on someone, that's going to do nothing but be a domino effect. Do we ever hit pause and think about why maybe somebody's having a bad day? What they've been going through? How you reacting to them is going to affect the next person that they react with? Do you ever hit pause and think about this? Do you know my story? Do you know his story? Does anybody in this room know each other's stories? Midwest, Little League baseball game. Little kid's up to bat. Swings at a pitch, lets go of the bat. Bat flies out, hits the pitcher right in the chest. The mother of the pitcher stands up and starts yelling at the batter, who let go of the bat and hit her son. The mother of the kid who let go of the bat, who's seen her son getting yelled at, picks up her chair, walks over to the lady that's yelling at her son, and bops her right on the head. First of all, nobody in that story did what? Pause. Nobody hit pause, right? Nobody hit pause. So the situation settles down, and they start talking, and one of the spectators walks up to the lady and says, "Hey, I understand that you don't want your son to get yelled at like that, but why did you swing a chair and hit that lady?" She said, "Well, actually, that's not my son. 2 months ago, I took that boy in. That's my best friend's son. And when she passed away, the last thing I told her is I would raise him." She goes, "I know I shouldn't have acted that way, and I'm sorry, but I heard a bunch of commotion around the lady that I hit. Is she okay? I heard them call for an ambulance." "Yeah, we think she's going to be okay, ma'am. But where you hit her on top of the head, she had just had a brain tumor removed 6 months ago. You hit her right on top of her incision." Nobody in that situation hit pause. Nobody in that situation knew each other's story. Take time to hit pause. Take time to get to know each other's story. Think about how you want to deposit and withdraw from your friends' bank accounts. And that's what was so special about Josh and I's friendship. Everybody on the surface would look and see, and I know that you guys heard the story, but friendship isn't about race. It's not about religion. It's not about ethnicity. It's not about wealth. It's not about any of that. It's not about if I buy you a car because you're my best friend, what are you giving me back?